Welcome to the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast.
What lies inside all of us is more than data, it's life. What's flowing through America's veins is its diversity. And it's those very differences that will lead to answers for generations to come.
Hello, everybody. This is Jarvis S. Scott with What's Happening Birmingham. Today, I have the honor and pleasure, Mr. Perren King with the Magic City Classic. Perren, how you doing today, sir?
We are outstanding. Thank you so much, Jarvis, for all that you do in our community, all the other 364 days for your diligence and your leadership on the community. It means everything. And on behalf of the McDonald's Magic City Classic, presented by Coca-Cola, coming into its 82nd edition. That's just amazing, and that part never gets old, to be able to talk about two institutions with folks that look like you and I have partnered together for that many times to do something that epic, that legendary. I'm just honored to be able to be a part of it in some way, shape, and form.
Yes, so if you all are watching this video, you all know what time it is. It's classic time. Like Perren said, this is the largest HBCU, and I always like to call it the Birmingham Family Reunion.
Oh, he's not wrong. That's right. Absolutely right, brother.
The Birmingham Family Reunion every year. So let's just first kind of go through this year for the game. What number of meetings is this one is again?
82nd in a row. Coming up here in the next couple of years will be the 100th time that it had been done, but 82 years in a row. And Brother Scott, I will say this because we always have to say things that resonate, especially relative to this particular event. Think about 82 years in a row, counting back from 2023. There were some extremely, extremely unpopular years for a whole bunch of Black folks to go to Legion Field, to be together. Think about all the things that they had to sacrifice to get there. Some of the fearful things that maybe they had to be able to band together to be able to go inside a Legion Field. And you just think about their courage right now and the opportunities that we have collectively because of it. It's an honor to be able to support and celebrate this great event, and especially thinking about what 82 years, it's a responsibility that I feel like each and every one of us has. So, when you talk about the Birmingham Family Reunion, we also invite 36 other states that buy tickets. 36 other states buy tickets before that Saturday. So the secret has been out for some time, being the largest HBCU classic in these United States. But it is uniquely Birmingham, and I think that's one of the things I'm additionally proud about, to be attached to this event.
So, Perren, just tell me about what's new this year. What's changed?
Yeah, the spirit, the magic. The magic is stronger than it has been because, it's one of those things, Jarvis, that it's taking full advantage of something that you already knew was great, right? It's not taking it for granted. So what we've seen is that ticket sales have been stronger than they have been in several years. And that's because we all want to be back together. Everything, you hear the young folks talking about we outside and all those things. We're about to be outside and then inside the Legion Field all together. Okay. So you talk about what's new, it's a renewed spirit. It's the energy that's back. It's everything about this family reunion of Birmingham, which you coined earlier, that is so true and so evident. The spirit is something that is definitely moving us to be way more supportive because, again, when anything that's amazing, they usually have very short shelf lives, but we have been spoiled and blessed to have this now for 82 years. So I think the renewed spirit is the newest thing that we're the most excited about again. And everybody really understanding this one point that I feel like on and off, we've talked about this before, you and I in private, is that the magic is everybody participating. That's the magic. We're all the magic. It's everybody that's creating a great smell off of that grill. It's everybody going in there to argue about who won the Battle of the Bands, to seeing improved football play over the last 6 or 7 years as well. So now the spirit is what's back, and we are definitely, that is new for me and you for 2023.
Okay, one thing I do, if you are watching this video and you would like to have a tailgating spot, is it too late for that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they missed that. If they were not, if they were, yeah, I think that was September 14th.
Okay.
At 12 noon.
All right.
At 12:03. If they did not already have the money up and the confirmation email back, that is now ended. But the best thing about that with family reunions, and even kind of jokingly thinking about like to the movie Poetic Justice, everybody gonna be Cousin Pete. The people who walk out there, somebody that knows somebody that's got it. And the coolest thing to me, honestly, about this is that spirit of sharing, fellowship, and reunion. I just think when you said that, it was so true that even if you don't have a spot, you have a spot. And the one thing that you have not missed out on yet is your opportunity to be able to get your tickets at MagicCityClassic.com. So please get your tailgating crew or your new cousins and come on inside and be able to check on your classic. It's missed you now for over a year. You got to come on inside and check on it.
Yeah, so you're doing, like, before we start the interview, doing a kickoff luncheon this year?
Yeah, so our official events, we're going to start on Wednesday with our official press conference. That's usually viewed even by streaming, sometimes up to 12,000, 14,000 people. And that's, and you wouldn't think that just a normal press conference would get that type of energy and engagement. But again, we're talking about the classic, so everything makes sense to us. And it's housed by our good friends at Coca-Cola United. McDonald's is doing their thing there. You have been there many, many times, Jarvis, and it's just the energy, and it almost starts out with all the press members coming back together like a little bit of a family reunion, and that good feeling of what it is, and having both presidents in there, the captains, the coaches, the mayor is there, Congressperson Terry Sewell is there, and just everybody who loves this community and loves this event. That's where it starts. And then, of course, we roll into the Thursday with our Accomplice Health kickoff luncheon. Then we're into Friday with the Regions team luncheon. So that's when the teams hit the field, and it is one of the loudest places in the state of Alabama at that time, because those kids come in, those cheerleaders are coming in with all that energy, and it's Bulldog this, it's Hornet that, and just seeing and feeling what that looks like. And then, we have a private ticketed invitation event where all the invitations have now been given out for a Coca-Cola Classic Friday night. So, Coca-Cola brand stands strong. Again, that's all those invitations now been given out, but it's just that energy, that camaraderie where we have the global leaders that come here and celebrate. Then it's the parade. So the McDonald's Magic City Classic parade starts rolling, and that's live on Fox TV here locally, but then also carried live statewide. So when you're talking about having people consume that in all three fashions, from either in person, Facebook, or live through the TV broadcast, that's almost north of 240,000 people that are enjoying this parade in one shape or form. Then it's a Coors Light tailgate party. You know how we do that. So that's from 10 o'clock to 2 p.m. and 2:34 on ESPN. We kick off your McDonald's Magic City Classic presented by Coca-Cola. And again, it's the 82nd time that we've done this consecutively. So we got a lot happening, good brother.
So, and one thing I would say over the years, and us as ticket goers or people that going out there with a tailgate going to the game, is one, try to get out there early on Saturday. And two, I love the shuttle bus system that you all have implemented.
Yeah, and and everything good comes from a great family of great partnerships. So partnering with Vector Management, who has been contracted by City of Birmingham, managed by Legion Field and Park Board under Director Sinead Bennett Eddings. I mean, it's seamless. So when you talk about now, we're up to a little over 13,000 people. So that's roughly 72 individual shuttles running for 12 hours, plus 3 ADA shuttles. So again, we want to make sure that all members of our community who want to participate in this event can be able to get on the bus, going back a little Spike Lee there, to be able to get on the bus, get in and out of Legion Field, being able to enjoy it when you enjoy it enough that particular evening, get back on the shuttle and head back to your car. Again, that's a park and ride for only $5, and our friends from Shipped, so it's a shuttle stop, have partnered with us now the last couple of years to provide this to our great community. So thank you so much for acknowledging that. But it's an amazing partnership, just makes that happen, because no matter how early you get up, you're probably not going to have a parking spot at Legion Field. And then at 9 o'clock, we shut the perimeter down. So that point, only valid parking passes are able to pass through that. But again, shuttles are running all day. So yeah, we thought of that. But again, a great partnership is what made that happen.
And one thing I want to go back to earlier too is like, as far as the parade, and some of us that like to go out and park, we got to wake up in the morning and get the kids out there for that parade. But the parade is one of the nicest things.
That's right.
Like you said, it's broadcast live for some of us that like, you may have been kicking it that night before, and it's like, man, that's right. But we get up and have a coffee and watch on TV.
That's right. No, you're exactly right, man. And that's the thing about Classic is a marathon. So you got to make sure you're hydrating now, you're eating right, get your blood levels checked. Because again, there's going to be some things that we do out there that are going to challenge our health systems. But yeah, everything about the future and everything about our children. So yeah, no matter what you do that Friday night, you figure out a way to get that 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or that 2-hour turnover to be able to get those kids out there to be able to see this part of their heritage, their tradition, and to be able to enjoy it. Because, they get to see great parades on TV, like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and to be quite transparent in the spirit of improvement. Those are one of our models and contemporaries to make sure that our parade is starting to look better and kind of grow in that spirit of what we're doing. And having that in front of City Hall and having our friends at Fox 6 being able to continue to elevate what that looks like from a production standpoint, invaluable. Being able to have, and from a lineup standpoint, this is our largest parade as far as number of units that we've ever had. But the tireless efforts of our friends and family with the Birmingham Police Department, led by Sergeant Becky White, and then the team from the Birmingham Fire and Rescue. It's just going to be fantastic. So it's going to be safe. But again, to your point, do what you got to do. Get that Powerade in you that night before. Get you some decided that morning. Get a Coke to wake up. But make sure get those kids out there for the McDonald's Magic City Classic Parade.
And one thing, like you mentioned earlier, like this is the largest HBCU. And one thing I like to always tell people too, that within that mile perimeter, there's almost over 100,000 people in one area.
Yeah, and what we always say is, we try to put defendable numbers out there, right? But one of the things that from our friends with Jefferson County and Aaliyah, and then partnered together, of course, with Birmingham PD, when the helicopter goes up there, and their estimates is that there is always, so when we are averaging a little over 65,000 people that are inside of the stadium, you probably have north of another 60 to 70,000 that are still on the grill, that are still out there fellowshipping or doing the things that adults do, or even introducing those children to their first, second, or third Classic. So yeah, when you talk about north of 100,000, up to estimates about 120, 125,000, those are real things. But you think about that crowd really starts to form Wednesday morning. I mean, who does that? What, tell me what your Classic does. When people tell me about, our Classic does, I'm like, tell me if they start barbecue Wednesday morning.
Oh, yeah.
I'll wait, right?
Yeah, and the thing about it, too, is like I tell people, and this has got better throughout the years as well, like when you go out there, maybe about possibly 10, 15 years ago, your cell phone service did not work. Now it's gotten better.
It has gotten better, and you're gonna get some people on the videos and social that's gonna say mine still didn't work. Lord ain't done with us yet, so we are still continuing to be able to up the wattage. But there's a cow, and that's kind of an industry term, which is a cell on wheels. So that being amped up through our partners with all the cell carriers, we're aware of it. It's definitely better. I've seen over the last 7 years, 8 events, how it continues to get better. But the one thing that I want our folks that are going to comment and talk through it and kind of figure it out is that we keep adding more people. So every time you bump up the cell service, if you add another 1,000, 2,000 people, that's another challenge on the cell service. And, folks like you and I that may carry 2 phones for business purposes, we're not helping the cause, but y'all
Yeah.
keep coming out. We're gonna figure out how to connect with each other. Even if we gotta be able to do it with hand signals or however we gotta do it.
Yeah.
You keep bringing the magic. We'll keep trying to figure out how to get you connected out there.
Yeah. So the main reason for this game, the main purpose for this game, is to raise money to support the two great HBCUs we have in our state.
Sure.
We got a lot of them, but the two main ones that's in this game, Alabama State and Alabama A&M. Can you kind of speak about that and like also, all this is where this money is going, like all the events and everything.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great segue and great question, and of course, asking because in the state of Alabama, we have an embarrassment of riches outside of having great football teams and great spirit and great legendary people that have come from this soil, on both sides of the aisle and all the things that we've done. I think one of the other things that we don't talk about enough is that we lead the league, as me and my friends would call it, but we have more HBCUs and HBCCs in the state of Alabama than any other state in the United States. So when you think about to your point of saying that there are even more than just Alabama State and Alabama A&M, what they do together, coming together for this McDonald's Magic City Classic presented by Coca-Cola, it shines the light. So when you talk about that rising tide, lifts all ships up. This just puts that focus. It keeps that focus throughout October, which again, Governor Kay Ivey has deemed as HBCU month. It keeps the focus on all of the plight of the HBCUs and HBCCs throughout the state of Alabama. So you're going to see folks out there with their Miles colors on. You're going to see Talladega out there. You're going to see Oakwood. You're going to see everybody using this as that galvanizing force and event to be able to celebrate the culture and the achievements. You're going to see kids out there with UAB or not so young. Alabama and Auburn students are here and alums. But when you talk about the dollars, which is part of my favorite subject to be able to talk about with this event, this views capital improvement back on the campuses. This helps to facilitate best outcomes for students via scholarships and student success funds, and the SGA being able to do certain things with funds and to be able to improve some of the cafeteria operations and just better personnel too. So you think about everything in the sense that money does. These dollars generated over the last 82 years, and especially now with guarantees, which again, we'd be remiss in having this conversation that I talk about. Both of these two deserving HBCUs now have the highest guaranteed payouts in the history of HBCU athletics.
Okay.
In the history of HBCU athletics. And all that was put together from partnerships, from public and private partnerships, everybody rowing that boat in the exact same direction, from the city of Birmingham and the Honorable Mayor Woodfin to Jefferson County and the 5 commissioners there, understanding the need to be able to make this offer and guarantee via the Alabama Sports Council under our illustrious chairperson, Nichelle Nix Williams. And with great corporate partners, when you talk about global brands like McDonald's and Coca-Cola that can literally spend their dollars anywhere in any space and always be welcome, for them to continue to support an event like this just tells you that their hearts and minds are in the right place, and to be able to improve the conditions on these two great campuses and through their reach. So we're very, very pleased and proud to partner with them now for north of 23 years and through at minimum the next 4 years as well.
Now, I've seen there's other corporate partners. I remiss Alabama Power.
I can keep going. We can talk about Alabama Power. We can talk about Regis. We can talk about Amazon. We can talk about Spire. We can talk about Hope Credit Union. Oh, yeah. We can talk about ACLU of Alabama. We can talk about Department of Public Health. We can keep going.
Look, I don't want to get you in trouble. I said, hold on. I said two in my head. I said Alabama Power, and I said Regis. I thought.
No, that's right. The top two that's locked into the logo, of course, are McDonald's and Coca-Cola. But and one thing, Brother Scott, that I think I'd be remiss if I don't say this, is that game tickets are $25.
Yes.
Game tickets are $35. So it's 2 price points. Despite this guarantee that these schools have, guaranteed, and gonna have their money by the end of December. First of all, you're a business guy to be able to get the highest amount of money guaranteed that you know you're gonna make, and know that you're gonna have it in your bank account in the shortest amount of time you ever gotten it. We call that a pretty good deal. Yeah. But then to be able to sweeten that pot as well, you just think about the ability to be able to come in, have a brilliant operation, turnkey experience. These are the type of things that just make this partnership special. And anybody who buys one of those $35 tickets, $25 tickets, you're effectively a donor. So when people think that you have to be able to stroke a check for 10, 20, or into the hundreds of thousands to be a donor, not true. Not true. You can support the culture and something that you may have a cultural affinity to, but just a $25 ticket and a $35 ticket, or going to an official event. Guess I got to pause on that, an official event that's on MagicCityClassic.com. So yeah, there's so many ways to support. These schools need it.
Yeah, and I want to mention that too and challenge everybody that goes to any classic event, like you said, official, unofficial, sure. Find some way to pay it forward to these two universities.
Yeah.
That even if you, like I always like to mention, me as a business person, or even someone that's, that I could call six-figure individuals or seven-figure individuals, this is a great tax deduction before December 31st.
Just saying. That's right.
Donating to these two great universities, this great cause during this week.
Well said.
Final thing I want to add is, I know you probably can't give me the answer, is
okay,
who's going to be the ambassador for this year?
Everybody that buys a ticket.
I like that.
Everybody, and I tell you, and I'm not even really being coy here, one of the things, and it was a young lady who's on our team, named Tyra Tompkins.
Okay.
She quickly earned her way up from being an intern to a full-time team member here. One of the things that she said, and what's crazy, is that she's half my age, just showing how old I am. And she said, you know what? I hear you talk about this great event that I love, I grew up going to. She said, and you talk about the 36 states on average that buy tickets to this great event. She said, it's nothing without Birmingham. She knocked me back in my seat, man. She said, what Birmingham does to support this, she's like, let's never forget that. So when we talk about the 36 states, they are stars of this classic. When we talk about all the people that come from inside of this state, stars of this classic. But when you talk about Jefferson County and Birmingham folks putting their hard-earned money to come out there and fellowship, come inside Legion Field, enjoy the production, enjoy the halftime show, and to do all those things, I wish I could turn the damn camera on every single body in there. Those are the stars of our classic for 2023. And we don't ever want to lose sight of who's important, who has built this amazing event and everything that they do. Again, getting up at whatever time you got up this morning to make your money and to turn around at some point today to give some of that money to this great event, you, sir, ma'am, are the stars of this year's event.
Yes, and I would like to, say challenge everybody, whether you're Alabama State or Alabama A&M alumni, or just a citizen of the city of Birmingham, or just coming here. Remember that, because as you know, and I know when I was in college, the costs are different now. And like you were saying, like that first year before you go to college, everybody's doing the trunk or treat, or the donate.
That's right.
We get to these, I'm not saying trunk or treat. It's a name for that.
Hey, that's fine, because this is usually always Halloween weekend, and people don't let their kids trick or treat on the weekend. So trunk or treat works here, man. We good with that.
Yeah, something they donate before they go to college. But everybody's looking after that student that first year. But what happened to that second year, that third year, that fourth year? They still need your help.
That's right. No, you said you actually nailed it 100%, because when you think about that thing, that freshman year, it's Auntie got her own realities. Your second year, your third year, she may end up having a young person that's getting ready to do that exact same thing. But your funds of coming out and being able to celebrate and support definitely go into the coffers to be able to help with student retention, because one of the points that you were making there is that, and I was stunned when I had one of the officials from one of the universities, and then had one of the other ones echo this to me, Jarvis, was when they talk about, how many kids don't graduate because they may have been $800 or $1,000 short from getting back in that last semester. And mama or auntie, guardian didn't have it, couldn't help this particular time, and they just didn't know where to turn to. Those are stories we gotta end in our space, because again, our HBCUs were there with no other schools. We're there to educate folks that look like you and I, and to be able to make sure that we're still showing them that support for everything that they've built up from all our professional communities. We gotta stand with them. So that's what we're so happy about, is that we just continue to be able to see that level of support each and every year now. And this being the 82nd, we're not turning back now.
Yeah, and last but not least, where can they go to get these tickets?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked that. MagicCityClassic.com. I'll say it again for you and your friend, MagicCityClassic.com. For all information about Shuttles, they're brought to you by our friends at Shift. To be able to buy your tickets, which again are only $25 and $35. You can be able to do that, download it, put it right on your phone. You're in a good space and all that's done. To anything else that you may want to know about restricted items, can I bring this in? Can I pull up with that? Everything that you need to know, but definitely to be able to grab your crew and do what it is that y'all call this classic. Please go to MagicCityClassic.com. Follow us on all the social mediums. All those links are on there too. But yeah, please come out and check on your classic again. Anything or anybody that's 82 years old, you want to come check on it. So please come inside Legion Field, check on your classic, MagicCityClassic.com.
And like I told you, it's the Birmingham family reunion, everybody. So it comes once a year.
That's right, October 28th. No need to know. You know when it is. Always the last Saturday in October.
Yeah,
it ain't changing.
Yes, you get the best catfish. You get the best hamburger, ribs, turkey leg.
Just make sure you get an Egg McMuffin or a quarter pounder combo on the way there.
And get a Coke. So make sure you get that. So thank you all for watching. Please check out what's happening Birmingham.com for more interviews. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out the audio version of this on Apple Podcasts. Thank you all again. And last but not least, everybody, pace yourself. Drink lots of water during classic. And if you got a Fitbit so you can track your steps. Thanks, everybody.
The Sonic Smart Water Powerade. Get them all in.
All right. Bye-bye, y'all.
Appreciate y'all.
What makes a HBCU game a classic? It's the rivalry, the bands, the party, the energy. The McDonald's Magic City Classic presented by Coca-Cola returns October 28th. Get your tickets now.
Thank you for watching the What's Happening Birmingham video podcast. Please check out our website, app, or subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest videos today.